Okay, today I'm going to show you how to do a tire rotation on this 2017 Toyota Prius 3 Touring. Okay, after that I'm going to show you how to reset the TPMS lights. That way it won't come on when you drive after a tire rotation. Okay, so here's a checklist from the dealer. I just got back. They did the oil change, and of course they did all the check. You notice on here it say the for brake and tire, right? Left front 33, right front 33, rear 32. Okay, so this information match with that information right there on the sticker. Okay, see that? Front 33, rear 32. Okay, don't go by what on the internet say, because some car will tell you 36 and 35. Okay, so make sure you check your door for tire pressure, for proper tire pressure on your tire. Okay, for the technical data, I be using my Prius 2017 owner manual. Okay, got this book when I bought the car new. So go to page 604 under tire. Okay, everything is starting with page 604 here. What you want to do is go to page 605 right there. Okay, it tell you the way Toyota rotate the tire, just front to rear, rear to front. Okay, front to rear, rear to front. No crisscross. If you using a spare tire that is the same as your other four tire, then you using that pattern right there. Spare to rear, rear to front, front to the spare. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Is page 618. I'll give you a little warning here. Never use oil grease on wheel bolt and wheel nuts. Okay, because if you're using it, it may cause excessive tightening, and also it may cause the nut to come loose when you drive. Okay, that can cause an accident. So don't use grease or oil on the wheel nut. Okay, and let's see, the next page is 677. It shows you the lift point right there. Okay, you got one underneath the front door and one underneath the rear door on both sides of the car. Okay, use a jack to lift that point up right there. Okay, just like that. I'll be using floor jack, so I'll be lifting the left side up, but that area there, that's when I put my jack stand. Okay, moving on to page 678. On here it tell you the torque, 76 foot-pound. Okay, now don't be surprised when you go online. If you don't have this manual, you go online. Actually, all the tire places I know using 80 foot-pound. 80 foot-pound is a standard for pretty much all passenger car. Okay, if you don't know, use 80, but now you do, so always go by your technical data, especially from Toyota. Okay, and page 679, it show you to clean the area of the wheel and the area of the stud. Make sure they clean before you install this tire in. If you have too much of them, too much rust build up here, it may cause your tire to be unbalanced. Okay, and here the last page is 680 right here. It tell you again, tighten torque 76 foot-pound. Okay, and on here it tell you to tighten in the crisscross pattern or the star pattern. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you draw the picture, it look like a star. Okay, and of course you can always read more about it on your owner manual page, starting with page 604. Okay, so let's move on and finish this job. Okay, so before you start this job, first thing you want to do is engage your parking brake. Okay, so parking brake. My wife always engages the parking brake when she parks, so it's already on. Okay, but make sure you engage the parking brake. That's the thing right here. Push down on it. Okay, so for the tools, you definitely need a floor jack or something to lift up your car with. Okay, and then I using this this 4-way lug wrench right here, and the size that you can use is, okay, so the size is 13/16. That's a 21 millimeter socket. Okay, so if you don't have this, you can use the socket. Strangely, my half-inch wrench socket doesn't go up to 21 millimeters, but I do have this one here is a half-inch drive, about this a harbor freight there. Okay, so I'll be using that socket when I torque it. I'm be using a half-inch torque wrench, and of course 2 jack stand, because what I'll be doing is I'll be rotate the front tire to the rear and the rear to the front. Okay, first thing what you want to do is broke all these lug nuts loose. Okay, broke them all loose, both front and the back tire. Okay, here's the left rear. Okay, all you do is just broke them loose, don't do anything yet. And so for the lift up point, I'm gonna get this, that way it's out of the way. You go underneath the car. This is a left rear tire. Okay, it's right underneath this door right here. You go underneath there, you're gonna see the metal frame. Okay, you can put it right there. Okay, right there. Okay, this part here is plastic. Okay, so be careful. You know, you can see it looks something like this. You put it there, and then for the front tire, it's gonna be right underneath where that jack is at, right there, underneath this door. You know, pay attention underneath here. Okay, you're gonna see it. Let's see. Okay, you're gonna see that little metal frame right there. Okay, it looked like it's sticking out right there. Okay, I don't know if it's so good on my camera. There it is. Okay, this little frame right here, and that locate right underneath this door, front door. Okay, so that's where your lift up point is at. Okay, so basically I'm gonna put the jack in, and I'm gonna try to find a piece of metal inside there, and I'm gonna lift that up. The only place I can find that solid to slide in my jack is right there. Okay, so it's right where the body frame is at. This is a front wheel right here. Okay, right behind that, inside there. Okay, and then the jack stand is go right on that piece of metal right there. That's the only solid place. Everywhere else is covered with plastic. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly lower this down. So the jack stand should be right in the center of that metal piece right there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna slowly lower the jack down. There. Okay. This is the front tire. So I'm gonna do the same with the rear tire. Alright, so for the rear tire, the best place I can find is put it right underneath that coil spring, jack it up. And the lifting point, alright, this is a rear tire, so lifting point is put it jack stand right between that metal piece right there. Okay, so make sure that thing's center. Alright, so now I'm gonna lower the jack down. Slowly, you want to do this slowly. Okay, there you go. As you can see, you got that tire off the ground, and so with the front one. So the hardest one is the front one, because I couldn't find any safe place to put it. So I put it right here. Okay, see this circle on here, that piece of rubber. Okay, just put it right here and lift it up. All right, because I can't slide the jack all the way in here. So this is the area that I find that is best to put the jack and lift it up. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna loosen all the lug nuts off both tire, and I'm gonna switch them. All right, here's a front tire. Because you already have it loose before you lift it up, you have no problem using that wrench right there. Okay, that 21 millimeter 13/16 socket, loosen all the lug nuts out, and then slide your tire out. Okay, like so. And now, after your tire out, you can start inspecting the brake pad. Okay, I don't know if it's so good on the camera, but the brake pads right there look like pretty thick. Okay, So this one nice thing about do it yourself is you're able to check that brake while you're doing it. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the rear tire and take the rear tire off. After losing all the lug nuts out, you slide your tire out, set it aside like so, and same thing, do an inspection on the brake pad. Okay, basically I use a 303 protectant and I just spray on all the rubber part that I see, okay, including this part right here. Don't spray on your brake, okay, just the rubber parts. Hopefully it will preserve it. Whenever I rotate tire or whenever I get the chance to come down here, I always use this to spray on the rubber part, okay, just rubber part and bushing like you see right there, or that part in there, okay, right there, you know, shock right there, you know, any rubber part that you find, like right there, okay, you spray on it and hopefully this thing will preserve the rubber so it lasts a little longer. Okay, next thing you want to inspect is this area here, because if you have a lot of rust build up here, then when you slide the wheel in, it's gonna tilt uneven and it causes your tire to be out balanced. Okay, so make sure this area here is clean. So I'm using this fluid film. Okay, I was told this is excellent for corrosion resistant. Basically I spray on a rag and I just wipe it around here, okay, give it a little lubrication. Remember on the manual mentioned do not use grease or oil on these studs, okay, so if you accidentally get grease and oil on here or on your brake rotor, just use carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner to clean them off. Okay, one thing I want to mention is these two holes right here, because this is a rear wheel, so underneath here there's a parking brake. Okay, underneath this rotor there's a parking brake. So if you spray too much lubricant in there, what happens is it's gonna settle down here, and when the tire rotate, it's gonna catch up and it might contaminate your parking brake lining. Okay, and you don't want that. So what I did, I spray on a rag, I wipe around this area to provide a good corrosion resistant barrier, and I also spray on the rag and lubricate the thread in here. Okay, but do not over spray lubricant into those holes or it may affect your brake lining. And also check your tire too. Check that surface area here too. Okay, so on here you can actually spray it on, you know, without worrying about that it's gonna get on your brake rotor and stuff like that. Okay, because these right here, I guess these surface mounting right here, okay, all that paint coming off. And if you need to, take a wire brush and clean it out. So let's take a wire brush and just go through it, go through the area, dirty area like that. Just do a quick cleaning. Wipe it. Okay, so once you satisfied with the cleanliness, then remember this rear tire gonna go to the front tire. Okay, like so. Okay, okay, this is the front wheel gonna rotate to the rear, so I spray fluid fluid film on there and let it sit, and then I use a wire brush, scrape it off, and now I wipe this off, right, like so. Okay, see all the dirt and stuff. That way this surface sit, you know, evenly with that surface right there. Okay, and this also provides rust protection. Okay, so this is the rear. I mean, this tire from the front is going to go onto the rear. So I'm just going to put this tire back on. Okay, this is the left rear. Okay, once I have tire in, what I want to do now is start this, tighten this by hand using a crisscross pattern. Okay, make sure it's in evenly, like so. Okay, crisscross pattern. Alright? Alright? Once you can't move it anymore by hand, then what you want to do is use that 21mm wrench. This one right here. Okay? Put it in and turn it like so. Don't tighten it yet, because what you want to do is tie in a little bit and then crisscross pattern, tied it in. And crisscross pattern, tied it in. Important that you do this evenly, okay? Using the crisscross pattern. Okay, like that. After seems like it's tight in, because this rear wheel is I got a parking brake. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna torque this to 76 foot-pound. Okay. Okay, because this rear tire is you know, I have a parking brake engaged, so it's not rotate, so you can torque these. Okay. 76 foot-pound, okay, crisscross pattern like so. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same with the front tire. Okay, using 303, I spray out all the rubber, like that's your steering thing right there, and then that's your dry shaft rubber right there. Then you got these steering knuckle, and you got the bushing right there, and of course the brake, all the rubber part that you see, you know, on these stabilizer bar right there. Okay, give it a good 303 loop, brake line too. In my old days, they called this a loop job, right? Rubber loop, because way back then you inject grease in here. But as you can see, these foreign cars, they don't have no grease fitting. And these things designed to last the life of this unless the rubber damage, okay? But they designed to last for a long time. So make sure you spray, give it a good loop job. Like this is an optional, okay? So I already cleaned these, and so with that tire right there, I'm really gonna slap this thing on. Okay, put the tire in. Put one foot in there, push it in, hold it for you while you get the nut started. Once I have all 5 nuts started, I'm gonna evenly tie this in, like so. Trust me, it's easy. It's easy when you do it with 2 hands, okay? When you're watching the camera, you say, man, this guy's stubborn. But you don't have no coordination, but the only thing I have is 1 hand to work with. Okay, so that looked like it's tightened. Okay, so if I really want to, I can tighten, torque this down with something that I don't like, because this thing, because I live up on one side, right? So the transmission is actually the one that hold onto this gear, okay? Hold onto this tire. Stop it from rotating, okay? Where the rear one, I have a parking brake on, so that whole tire is stopped. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to lift this car up, take it off the jack stand, and lower this tire down into its touch the ground. Then I tighten it, and then I torque it, okay? Okay, I put the jack back in, lift it up until this jack stand is clear. I'm going to take this jack stand out, like so. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lower this slowly, okay, into the tire, about sit halfway down when this thing touch the ground, okay? So like that. And what I do, I lift it up a little bit. I want it half low when I torque this thing, okay? All right, so after I torque it, basically you need 2 hands. One, put it right here, another one torque. Okay, I already done that ahead of time, because I need 1 hand on the camera. Do it at the crisscross pattern, okay? Make sure it's in all the way when you torque them, okay? And then after that, what you want to do is lower the jack all the way down. Now you go through and you re-torque him again, okay? Just to make sure. After you torque the rear tire, what you want to do is go back here, lift the jack up to take out that jack stand, okay? Take out the jack stand. And what you want to do now is you want to lower this down into that tire touch the ground. Like that. Once this thing is full load, full weight, torque this, okay? And you're pretty much done on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the other side the same way, okay? And if there anything different, I'll let you know, okay? Okay, I'm done with the tire rotation on the right side of the car, okay? It's the same procedure as the left, you know, jack it up like I show you, take the tire out, make sure the surface is clean, and then you rotate the tire, you mount it on, and you torque it down to 76 foot-pound, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside the car, and you see a steering wheel here. This look like a joystick on the right side of the steering wheel. That's what you use, okay? So if I say click the right arrow, that's that one, and then enter is that one, up and down, and the left side. You'll be mainly using the right one here and enter. When I say enter, that means you press this thing, okay? And so what I'm gonna need is some display up here. So the car already in park with parking brake on. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step on the brake and push this button right here, okay? So step on the brake, push this button right here. I get some display. I can let go of my brake now, okay? And now what you want to do is go on here, click on this right arrow, and as you can see, it's that menu pop up, okay? So here you are, you click the right arrow, you see how the menu running to the right. If you click that left arrow, it's running to the left, okay? So what you want to do is go to that wheel right there, okay? That setting right there, it's a vehicle setting. You just not doing anything, you know, just select that wheel. In a few seconds it will enter vehicle setting, okay? So what you want to do, click this center button, okay? When I say enter, you click on that, okay? So you click enter. Maintenance system, you click enter. TPMS, you click enter again. See there, hold and reset PMS. This time you press on it and you hold it, and it's going to reset the TPMS right there, okay? And after that, you're pretty done. That's it. So what you want to do now is you want to click this power button right here, turn off the car, and that's it, okay? That's all I got for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.